Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Lunch 365 with Tomorrow's Technology Today. I am Amy Spriggs. I am the Director of Marketing Strategy here at Tomorrow's Technology Today. And I have with me Katie Kramer. She is our Project and Training Specialist. She is our Microsoft 365 in-house guru. And today we are going to talk about OneNote. So OneNote happens to be one of my favorites, and I am excited about it. So I'm hoping that you all end up liking it as much as I do. I use it for a lot of planning purposes, sharing those plans, organizing those plans. I was never good at organizing a regular paper notebook. So OneNote is very helpful for me because I need that organization and structure. So the good news is it'll be a quick one today. So just stay tuned, stick with us. And then if you're catching the replay, feel free to share, ask questions. So if you have questions today during the event, feel free to pop those into the chat and I will ask those to Katie live. If not, if you're following the replay and you need to have a question answered, go ahead and still post those in the comments or send us a private message, or you can even email us. If you signed up for this event on our website, you will see that there is a place where you can put in your like questions you have, or if you just go to this website right here, tomtechtoday.com/lunch365. On there, we have a section where you can actually add topics that you would like us to cover. We are in the process of planning for next quarter. So if you have a topic you would like covered, please add it in there because we want to answer your questions. We are here to do this as a service for you to help you better utilize your Microsoft 365 products. So with that being said, without further ado, Katie Kramer.
Thanks, Amy, and thank you so much, everyone, for joining us today. So we are just going to walk through what OneNote actually is. Some people don't even know that they have it. It does come pre-installed. So with Windows 10 or Windows 11, you actually have the app already available. So just go down to your little search and just type in OneNote, and that's going to pull up this beautiful application. So I always love the purple around the edges like that. So that's my favorite color. But anyway, if you don't have a Windows 10 or Windows 11 computer, you can also go out to portal.office.com and you can get it from your Microsoft 365 subscription. Keep in mind too that these webinars are for anyone. So please feel free to share this information with anybody else or let them know when we are having these events. So everyone is welcome. So just to kind of kick us off, so OneNote really is just a digital notebook. So if you want, you can type on it. You can also, if you have a screen that you can write on, you can even write into it. And you can actually take that text and convert it over to typed text. You also have the option that you can use your microphone and you can talk and OneNote will take notes for you. So pretty nice to use, and we'll just kind of walk through some of those different features. So to kind of get started, and I kind of created just a little bit of a notebook, just kind of playing around with it, and then I deleted some stuff. So, but we'll kind of walk through. I know right now a lot of people are planning their vacations and what they're going to do this summer and all that kind of stuff. So I created this vacation notebook. But just to kind of get started, go up here to the top left of the application and click on Add Notebook. You're going to be able to give your notebook a name, and you can create as many notebooks as you want. Or you also have the option, kind of use it like, I don't know, like a trapper keeper kind of thing, that you have like the different sections and then you have pages within side of that. So it looks a lot different.
To the Trapper Keeper.
To the Trapper Keeper.
I love the Trapper Keeper reference.
I never even had one. I always did a separate notebook. So
I love it.
So I love that this is digital and I love that everything can be all right there together. So, but yeah, like I said, go here, do Add Notebook, give it a name, and then up here you'll have all of your different notebooks if you click on the More Notebooks option. So it works the same as Windows File Explorer. So go through and you can add a section. So this is the same as like that Trapper Keeper if you had like different folders or things like that to separate your different subjects in school. And you can add as many different, if you want to do kind of what we're doing, summer plans or whatever, beaches, whatever your summer plans are, you can just go through, you can type in whatever different sections that you want, And then from there, you can do this add page, and that's just going to give you this blank canvas over here that you can name the top of the page. So kind of just going through, and I did a search, and that's how I ended up with this: beaches to avoid crowds along Florida's Gulf Coast, because I love the Gulf. So kind of thought that would be a fun place to go. You can right click within either of these sections. So if you need to add a section or add a page, right click and do new page, or you can also go down here to the bottom to do that. So if you need to do anything with the page or the section itself, just click on the name of it, and then here you have all the different options that you can do with that. So on the home, let's see, home tab.
Katie, one of the things I noticed too on this, so this is an old Trapper Keeper reference, I guess, as well. So in school, one of the things I always did, and I know they now still recommend this to some kids, is I made things by color, right? So you see that the different folders there are different colors. So, I would have had a science folder or whatever. I still do that now. With my OneNote, where I might have a personal file where I'm like, okay, this is for my like family plan stuff, right? And I might have work, and then break down the different types of work and different things I have. So I like to color coordinate and change those as well. So it kind of helps me mentally. My calendar is color coordinated with my OneNote. They're the same. So anything that's for, these Lunch 365 webinars has one color. Things for that I do for chambers has another color. So just something to note, that you can add that if you're a visual person like myself, when you are doing the different things with these and making sure you're staying organized. That is a very big helpful tool, I guess, to me, just to have that little ability to do that.
That's a great tip. Thank you. All right, so on the home tab itself, you have all the different formatting options. So as you get in here and you start typing all of your different text, and then as I mentioned too, you can also have it dictate for you. So all you have to do is just click on the dictate button and allow it access, and then you can go through and you can start having it type out your notes for you. On the next tab is the insert, and this is pretty cool because you can add all kinds of different things in here. So anything that you would want to add that you typically like draw on your notebook when you're handwriting notes, you can use this insert button and do it that way instead. So if you want to add a table or a file printout, that's going to be anything that is from a PDF. So you can take like a little snippet from a PDF and toss it into OneNote. Pictures, online video, you can embed directly from here. So if you click on the online video button and then just type in the link and click OK. And that's what I did here for this video Florida. And then you have it actually embedded within OneNote, or you can also, if you want to open it up, and I think this is actually from YouTube, so you can have it open YouTube as well. So just go here and click on watch on YouTube. And it doesn't have to be YouTube, it can be whatever site that video is linked on. So you also have the option to add audio files. Sorry, I lost my mouse there for a second. Let's get back over here.
I tell you too, Katie, this is a good illustration for me. Like, I think this is a great way to do your like rough draft of something. So if you're brainstorming something, or you're just starting a project and you're trying to think of all of the different areas you want to reach out and think about, and there might be a little video you're like, you know what, I want to grab this, I want to watch this, I can't watch it right now, but this is one of these projects that I really want to add this piece to. You can pop it right in there. And the nice thing is then later you're not taking up the space in that notebook anymore. If you don't need it, you just get rid of it. So I love that part of this.
Yes, and anything that you add in here, you can move this around all over the place if you want to. So it is highly customizable, however you want it to be laid out. It's not like that I clicked on the dictate button. Then we also have, you can even do math in here. So this is kind of fun. So sorry, I don't know why my mouse looks okay on the screen, but then when I try and use it, it doesn't like it. So if you want to do a little bit of math in here, whoops.
It's the streaming. Sometimes I know that the technology doesn't love that we're streaming. So
No, it doesn't. My computer is not happy today. All right, so sorry about that.
So when you do, it's all good. When you do the math right in here, though, you can add that equation right in. So I know right now her mouse is just playing tricks on her, but when she gets that clicked back in there and it works, we'll show it to you. But you can do a little bit of everything, and you can move things around, like she said. And so if you are planning, and let's say you are working together as a team on something, you can share these with your team as well, which I'm sure she's going to tell us about. And then you can have that rough draft. If someone else is reviewing and then adding to it, they can pop that in there as well.
Sorry, I don't know why my mouse doesn't look right on my screen. It's okay over
All
here.
good.
So we will keep going. So what you can do is you can type in the math fact itself and then go up here, click on math. And here you can tell it what you want it to do. So let's just verify that this is correct. It says it's true. You can even show the steps. So if we're doing any kind of Common Core math or anything like that, and you want to make sure that you ended up with the correct answer on something complicated, you can go through here and get your solution steps.
Maybe don't tell your kids before they do their homework, because they may want to use it for their homework.
Or you are teaching them to be resourceful.
There might be that too.
So you also have the option, sorry, I don't know why this is so finicky today. You also have the option if you want to insert some stickers, you can do that, have some fun with it, anything, that you kind of want to highlight or something like that. You also have the option to use the researcher. So basically this is like bringing in your web browser directly into OneNote. So you can go through here and anything that you want to look up, they give you a couple ideas to look up. And you can see down here at the bottom, it says it's powered by Bing. So that is Microsoft's web browser that you would be using. All right, and then just to kind of finish taking us through all the different tabs up at the top. So the immersive reader, so if you want, if you have like a lot, maybe you're writing a book or something like that and you want it to read to you, you can use the immersive reader and that will actually read off the page, whatever you have typed out. Or you can just select a different section and hit the immersive reader button and that'll read to you. You also, if you need to translate it, so
yeah, which I was going to recommend that. Like if you need to translate anything, or if you need to, you have something from a different language you want to translate to English and then see what it says, you can do that. And I love the idea of, you can even copy and paste in a super long message from someone else and have it read it to you if it's not available another way. Or if you have long text from something else, you can have it read, which is awesome. That's an awesome thing to do. I'm someone who likes to stay busy and active and moving. And, if there's something really long to read, for me to stay focused is a struggle, but I can listen to it and then type away, and that's helpful as well. So that's a really neat piece to it.
Absolutely. So, and just so you guys know too, so that's a great point. So even if you have the app on your phone, and let's say that you're driving and, you want to make sure that if you had like notes, let's say that you're on your way to a meeting or something like that, and you had your notes typed out in OneNote, and you want to just a quick refresher on your way to your meeting before you take off driving, just turn on that and it'll start reading to you. And that way you can catch up on your notes before you get to your meeting. Amy, any questions so far?
I don't see any in there. We did have thumbs up, so someone's liking it. So that's good.
That's good.
But I would agree, like that's a great piece of advice to review your notes on your way to the meeting, so you're not just running through all of the I think it's this, or yeah it's that. It's actually reading it to you. It's a good way to keep focused, and you're head in the game, I guess, as they say, on your way to a meeting. That's a great idea.
Awesome. All right, so and also, just so you guys know, so it does auto save. So as you're working in here and you're typing out your notes or you're adding pictures or videos or whatever you're doing, it's auto saving real time. So that's the great thing too about all these Microsoft 365 applications is that they are automatically saving unless you, of course, you turn it off. Um, but just so that you know, it will be there. So you do also have the option to share. So with our wonderful Microsoft 365 options, you can send a copy of the page. And now it's going to be finicky on me again.
Yeah, I can tell you it's because of the streaming. So normally when you send this, you can share out the link with people. You can send a copy of it as well. So you can do different things. I know that I've had trouble with this when I've been streaming. I was doing a recording of it, and it sometimes doesn't love that while you're streaming. But normally you can do that. You can send it out. You can share it. You can, like I said, send a copy. Makes it nice and easy. The send a copy I kind of love because what it does is it takes that page. If you're looking to share that page, it takes that page and it composes it right into an email for you. So you can add or remove text on the top or bottom. You can do whatever you want with it, or you can send it just as is to that person. If you're not wanting to share the actual link with them and have them do any edits to it, if you just want to share it, you can share it out that way.
Perfect. So I see we have a comment from someone that that always wanted to try it.
There we
So
go.
yes, so just so you know, I absolutely love it. Like I use OneNote all the time. So 100% recommend it. It is wonderful for helping to keep you organized. So, and like Amy said, like you can do the color coding, you can organize yourself, different areas of your job or whatever you might be planning, vacations. Obviously my mind's on summer. So, but yeah.
I love it for the organization piece. Like I said, I'm not great with paper. I will lose paper. But this is like having that nice notebook you had in school that stayed really organized, or that really think about the most organized kid you ever saw in your school. Like this is what that is. This is that super organized functional space, and you can search in there and you can just find what you want, and you can easily categorize things, add, remove, whatever you need to do. I love that. And I do love the saving in real time as well. So you don't have to think about, did I save it? Did I not save it? That's fantastic.
Yep. And so, yes, so that's a great point too. So as far as the sharing goes, so Amy and I could both get in there and we could edit real time. So again, this goes back to all of our other Microsoft 365 applications. I mean, we could put a tab at the top of our teams. We work together all the time on different projects. So we can use OneNote and put it directly into Teams, and Amy and I can both get in there and kind of as we're going through our projects, Amy cares about the marketing side and I'm like, hey, let's make sure that we get this on schedule. So we each have our different sections and our different pages, and we can kind of get in there and help keep things moving along. So, all right, anything else?
I don't think so. Let me look back in the comments again. I don't see anything else. I think you did a good brief overview. That's exactly what this is for, right? Like we want to do these quick overviews so you know what you're doing. If you have questions, again, feel free to send them in. If you're catching the replay, we will gladly answer them. And if you have a product that you're like, I just really don't know this, or a specific question, send it in to us. Go ahead and put that in a section on this page, the Lunch 365 page. There is an idea for future topics. You can put in there like just I don't know how to do this, or a question, and we'll make sure we get that answered for you. So yeah, we really want to make sure that this is a useful time for you. And I know we say it every time, but we really do. So the first and third Wednesday of each month, we have these sessions. We have them at 12:15. That's why we call it Lunch 365. And we're here to just make sure we get your Microsoft 365 questions answered. And if you have a non-Microsoft 365 question that is tech related, feel free to send that in as well, because we will do some extra tech tips as well. We'll make sure that we get that either in Lisa's tech tips that we send out on Tuesdays, or just in general, we'll post another video as well, where we will gladly do that. And thank you, Deb. I see your nice, kind words there. We appreciate it. We really hope that you have enjoyed the session and that you have learned a lot. Anything else, Katie?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think that's it.
All right. With that said, then we are going to be done for the day. You guys have a wonderful afternoon, and we will see you the first Wednesday of June. June already. So that summer that Katie keeps wishing, it's almost here.
Need to get my plan out there.
Yep. Bye, everyone.
Take
Have a
care.
great day.